Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School Isapur online classes. This is your EVS class, and today we are going to study a treat for mosquitoes. The topic is algae. So, let's begin. Here is a report of a survey. These were the surveys which were done by two separate groups of students. The first group says, "We found something green around the taps in our school, which is called algae. Due to algae, a kind of plant, it had also become slippery there. The algae spreads a lot during the rainy season. We think that they are some kind of small plants that grow in water." So, algae looks something like this. This is a wall made of bricks, which must have been moist, due to which the algal growth has taken place over here. Let's see what the second group has found. There is a pond near the school. At first, you cannot see the water in the pond as it is completely covered with plants. One auntie told us that these plants have grown themselves in water. Around the pond, there are pits full of water. We also saw some larvae in the water. As we moved around, lots of mosquitoes flew from the plants growing around. Jaskirat feels that there are so many mosquitoes in her house because of this dirty pond nearby. So, this is how a dirty pond looks like, and the dirty pond is a perfect place for the mosquitoes to breed. So, we can see a lot of larvae in that pond. Let's answer these questions. Can you see algae in or around the water? So, you also must have seen these algal growth. It looks something like this, children, and it is slippery. Yes, I can see algae in or around the water. Where else have you seen algae? I have seen algae on the surface of ponds and pools, near the drains, hand pumps, etc. Are there plants growing on the side or in water? Find out their names. Draw some of these in your notebook. Yes, there are some small plants growing on the side or in the water. Names of few plants are mosses, liverworts, etc. So, moss looks something like this. This is moss, and these are the liverworts. So, like this, you can draw in your notebook as well. So, this liverwort is growing on a stone. You can see this is a stone here, and because this was moist, the liverworts have grown on this. Do you think these were planted by someone, or did they grow on their own? All these plants grew on their own. So these grow on their own. What else can you see in water? Make a list. We can also find small fishes, frogs, mosquito larvae, and tiny insects floating in the water. So this is also a common sight. Now let's see, a scientist peeps into a mosquito's stomach. This interesting incident took place almost 100 years ago. A scientist found out that mosquitoes spread malaria. Let's read about the discovery in his own words. My father was a general in the Indian Army. I studied to become a doctor, but was what I really liked was reading stories, writing poetry, music, and drama. In my free time, I enjoyed doing all this. So, this is the scientist. His name is Ronald Ross, and he liked to read stories, write poetry, and music and drama. These were his hobbies. In those days, thousands of people used to die from a disease that we now call malaria. The disease was found in areas where there was a lot of rain or in swampy places. People thought that the illness was caused by some poisonous gas that came from the dirty swampy areas. They gave it the name malaria, which means bad air. One doctor had seen tiny germs in the blood of one of the patients when he observed it under a microscope, but he could not understand how these had got into the patient's blood. So it was sort of a mystery how malaria was spreading in the patients. My professor had some ideas about this. I think that these may be carried by some kind of mosquito. As his student, I spent all my time chasing mosquitoes to catch and observe. We used to carry empty bottles and chase mosquito after mosquito. Then we would put the mosquitoes into a mosquito net in which there was a patient of malaria. The mosquitoes would have a feast biting these patients. The patients were paid 1 anna for allowing one mosquito to bite them. So this is how the study for understanding malaria was done. The scientists used to catch mosquitoes and then put them into the mosquito net where a patient was lying down. I will always remember those days at the hospital in Sikandrabad, how we used to cut open the mosquito's stomach and peep into it. So you can imagine mosquito's size is so small, and the scientists used to cut open the mosquito's stomach and then peep into it. So it was a very tedious job. I would spend hours and hours bent over the microscope. By night, my neck would be stiff and my eyes could not see clearly because you have to bend your neck to look into the microscope. So, the scientist's neck used to be very stiff and his eyes could not see clearly because he was constantly trying to focus his attention into the sight which he was getting through the microscope. It used to be very hot, but we dared not fan ourselves, as all the mosquitoes would fly off in the breeze. Once I also fell ill with malaria. So the scientist also fell ill with malaria. I spent months like this with the microscope but could not find anything. One day we caught a few mosquitoes that looked different. So because they observed so many mosquitoes under the microscope, now they found some mosquitoes which looked different from the ones they had observed. They were brownish with spotted wings. This is their description. When I looked into the stomach of one of the female mosquitoes, I saw something black there. I looked closer. I saw that these tiny germs looked just like the ones that were found in the blood of malaria patients. So both the germs matched. At last, we had the proof. Mosquitoes did spread malaria. So this is how they came to know that mosquitoes are only the cause to spread the malaria. In December 1902, Ronald Ross got the highest award for his discovery, the Nobel Prize for Medicine. In 1905, even as he lay dying, Ross's last words were, "I will find something, I will find something new." So he was always looking to find something new. Children, Anna is a currency which was used before. This is how it looks like. So I hope you understood and enjoyed this interesting story about the research behind the disease malaria. Your homework is name some plants that grow in water. We will meet again in the next class.